I am Dzuma, and today I want to do a citizen's address to the nation on truth and renewal. My fellow Kenyans, today I speak not as a politician, not as a scholar, but as a son of this land, a witness of our struggles, a believer in our promise, and a citizen bound by duty to tell the truth. Before I begin, it is good that we take a brief moment of silence to honor one of Kenya's most defining figures, His Excellency, the former Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga. He was a man whose journey mirrored the spirit of our republic, scared, tested, but unbroken. He endured detention so that others could speak freely. He accepted laws so that democracy could survive. He challenged power, not for personal gain, but to expand the space of freedom for us all. Raila Odinga taught us that patriotism is not in the comfort of office, but in the courage of sacrifice. May his soul rest in eternal peace. And may his vision of a just and equal Kenya never fade from our hearts. Fellow Kenyans, we are here today at a moment of reckoning, a time when truth and pretense wrestle for the soul of our nation. We have come far, but in the progress we have also stumbled, not from lack of potential, but from the erosion of conscience. We are proud people, a nation that has risen from drought, debt, and division before. Yet today, our struggle is not only economic, but it is moral. The question that haunts us is not what we have built, but what we have become. Our children watch us. They see leaders bicker while hospitals run out of medicine. They see headlines of millions stolen, while mothers queue for subsidized meals that never arrives. They see public office that serve the powerful, but ignore the powerless. And in their eyes, you can see the question: is this really the Kenya we were promised? In a distant play, a man once said that truth walks a lonely road, that those who speak it often stand alone against the comfort of the crowd. But even alone, he said, truth remains the mightiest weapon of all. That idea speaks to us today, because Kenya too often, truth has been treated as an inconvenience, something to silence or to brand as disloyalty. Yet truth, my friends, is not the enemy of peace. It is the foundation of it. When a teacher in Bungoma goes unpaid for months, while ghost workers draw salaries from the system, I tell you, truth is denied. When a Kenyan graduate in Kisii sells second-hand clothes because the opportunity has become a privilege, truth is denied. When a public debt rises like a mountain, while projects stall halfway in the sun, truth is denied. We cannot heal a wound we refuse to see, and we cannot build a nation while pretending that cracks are only illusions. Our Constitution, that sacred covenant of 2010, was not a gift from the elite. It was a demand from the people, a declaration that Kenya shall belong to all who dwell in it, and the power shall be a trust, not a trophy. There is a line in our national anthem that calls us even now. Let one and all arise, with hearts both strong and true. Those words are not poetry. They are a pledge. They remind us the nation we seek will not be built by our tribe or one party, but by all of us standing strong and standing true. Raila believed in that ideal. He showed us that one can lose election, yet still win history. That leadership is not the privilege of office, but the burden of example. When people are awake, no force can silence them forever. My fellow Kenyans, let us speak honestly about where we are. We are living through hard times. The cost of food has become a daily struggle. Families choose between paying school fees and buying unga. Young people scroll through job sites not for ambition, but for survival. Farmers labor without pay, while officials hold conferences on agricultural reforms. Our doctors threaten to strike, not because of lack of compassion, but because they lack tools, support, and dignity. Corruption has become our most powerful political party. It wins every election, forms every coalition, and rewards its members across the aisle. We laugh about it, we tweet about it, but we rarely fight it in the conviction it deserves. It is eating our roads, our hospitals, our dreams. And yet we go on saying, "Hii ni Kenya," as if resignation were a form of wisdom. But my friends, we are merely disoriented. Our moral compass has spun, but it is not broken. What we need is a national awakening, a moment when truth returns to the center of public life, where leaders remember that power is stewardship, not ownership. We cannot forever live between outrage and apathy, angry on social media, but silent in our civic duty. True patriotism is not applause for politicians. It is accountability for all, even those we love, even those we vote for. And to those who hold power today, I say this to you. The people are watching. History is patient, and truth, though delayed, always prevails. To us, the youth of the country, I say this. We are not leaders of tomorrow. We are leaders now. Let us not wait for permission to build what we believe. Let's create, challenge, innovate, and question. The future is not a gift. It is a responsibility. Let our generation be known not for escape, but for engagement. Not for anger, but for action. To our elders, your wisdom is our anchor. But let this wisdom not become fear of change. Guide us, yes, but also trust us to dream bigger. The Kenya we seek is one that honors the past, but refuses to be held hostage by it. In that old story of truth and courage, a man stood against the tide because he knew that silence would cost the soul of his town. He was ridiculed, he was isolated, he was betrayed, but history vindicated him. We too must learn to stand for what is right, even when it is unpopular, to speak truth to power, and to speak hope to one another. Our unity must not be built on convenience, but on conviction. Let us stop defining each other by who we vote for and start defining ourselves by what we stand for. Let us remember that tribe was meant for identity and not for enmity, and that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. My fellow Kenyans, the nation does not lack prophets. It lacks listeners. We have prayed for change, but feared the cost of it. We have shouted about corruption, but then we excuse it when it benefits us. We have demanded accountability, but refused it in our own small corners. Let this be the generation that breaks that cycle. Our anthem prays, "Justice be our shield and defender." Those words must not remain on our lips alone. They must guide our institutions, our markets, our homes. Justice must not wear a political uniform. It must stand with the innocent and correct the guilty whenever it sits. Let the politics rediscover purpose. Let Parliament become a sanctuary of ideas, not a marketplace of loyalty. Let county governments serve citizens, not cousins. Let our national budget feed classrooms before convoys. Let us return integrity to leadership and empathy to governance. My fellow Kenyans, hope is not naive, it is necessary. Because nations do not fall from lack of money, they fall from lack of moral courage. Let us reclaim ours. Let our truth not divide us, but heal us. Let our patriotism not blind us, but guide us. Let our diversity not weaken us, but enrich us. The time has come for Kenya to rise again, from the dust of disappointment to the dawn of renewal, not by waiting for saviors, but by becoming servants of the truth ourselves. Let this be our rebirth, a Kenya where integrity is fashionable again, where hard work is rewarded, and where the name public servant truly means service. For the love of our nation, let us rise again. May God bless Kenya. May God bless each one of us. And let this be an awakening call.